never known fear like this.
So when are they going to give us the word? I want to get
Filthy
those
Dunmer
bastards.
swine.
Do
What
I
are you
look like
hiding
the constable
for?
calls me in for planning? I just carry orders.
Quite sorry. It's not your fault.
Getting hungry yet?
So when are they going to give us the word? I want to get those bastards.
Do I look like the constable calls me in for planning? I just carry orders.
Quite sorry. It's not your fault.
It's about time. I had a No, please. No. I never got the chance.
Out of there. I dare you.
This young man is lucky to be alive, though I'm not sure he realizes it. He told me about the message from the castle. The whole thing just seems a little too convenient, though, doesn't it? I can't release Dame Dabienne, not yet. My duty is to ensure the safety of this village, and my gut's telling me that she's part of the threat. Too many coincidences. If we can get the village secure, we can revisit the matter. Right now, I need to deal with this ship. The slavers are on board. The captain claims he's not with them, but I know the truth. He's asking me to send the town guard to help him clear the slavers from below decks. It's clearly some kind of trap. We're not falling for it. He's not, but even if he was, it wouldn't be my problem. My duty is to the village, not his ship. Bottom line, he needs to turn his ship around and head back out to sea. If not, we'll just sink it right here. That'll solve his slaver problem. You do that. Soon as we can ensure the town's in no immediate danger, we can talk about releasing your friend from the stocks.
What do you want?
In all my years sailing these seas, I've never received such ill treatment in a friendly port. My men lie here bleeding on deck and we are refused aid. This man they call Constable is a son of a dog. Or did he change his mind? I'd sooner eat sand than do business with these Dunmer swine. I've explained this. Last night was dark. When I realized there was no beacon to mark the shore, I dropped anchor. The slavers came in longboats. They caught us unawares. It was a daring battle. The slavers outnumbered us 10 to 1, but we'd planned for this. We lured them below decks and sealed the hatch. Many men were lost, though. We here on deck are all that remain, and we need aid. Can you help us? Yes, of course. I would gladly give my ledger over, but unfortunately it is below decks. This is why I've asked the constable to assist us in eliminating these Dunmer dogs, but he has refused. I'm afraid we're at a stalemate in this respect. You are brave, perhaps even a little foolhardy, but I like you. Though I fear for your safety down there, I will not stand in your way. If you return with the ledger, I will be forever.
We'll have no disturbances here.
The captain still refuses to leave? All right, then we'll do this the hard way. You have the ship's ledger? The captain said it was lost below decks. We'll have to study this, but I'll be honest, I'm extremely skeptical this will prove anything completely. No, I'm sorry, we just can't take that risk. I dreamed about all of this, you see. The slavers, the ship, the knight, they were all working together. Even the blacksmith. I've known her for years. Yes, Sabisa the blacksmith too. And I don't care how it sounds. Defending the village is the highest priority, and we need weapons for that. Sabisa is refusing to supply us. She's leaving me no option but to have her arrested. Actually, I prefer you didn't. I appreciated your objectivity at first, but I must admit I am beginning to question your intentions. I'd prefer if you simply left town. You don't know what you're talking about. Paranoid. If you saw what I saw, I dreamed about this. Every last detail. You think that was just a coincidence?
Dellen's Mill
What
used
do
to grow
you
the
mean,
sweetest
not a
berries
good
in the spring.
idea?
I wonder where we'll get them from now. For someone who's working with flavors. If Constable Pascal sent you here with orders to arrest me, that beef-witted bastard, to think I even cooked that man breakfast. What in oblivion's gotten into him? First he arrests a Knight of the Flame, and now me? We were friends for years, and then one night... Well, I guess you don't need the details. For a month or two, I thought we had something. Then he just broke it off. Wouldn't even let me in his house to talk. He acted like I had betrayed him. He did? He was having trouble sleeping. You know, I saw one of those weird cult members leaving his house. The Supernal Dreamers. You don't think that has anything to do with this? Don't know much about them, really. I think they're dedicated to some Daedric prince. They're crazy people. Someone saw a group of them in the hills to the north. And then there was that one who visited the constable. That's really all I know. Good idea. Perhaps there's some indication of why Pascal's behaving this way. He's just not himself. I'll talk to some of the other townspeople. Turns out that almost everyone in town thinks Pascal's been acting strange. Even the guards. Did you find anything? Oh, my poor little Pascal. What a mess you've made. One thing's for sure. We need to put an end to all these wicked accusations he's been making. Indeed. As I said, even the town guards knew something was amiss. I told them to be ready. I suppose Pascal will probably have to be restrained. Oh well. Best thing for unpleasant work is just to get it over with. I can't tell you what a relief it is to learn that Pascal's mind is messed up. I guess that sounds a little strange, doesn't it?
Oh, my aching neck. I haven't been this sore in years. Oh, but freedom sure does feel good. This situation was more dangerous than I realized. You went way beyond the call of duty here, friend. I can't adequately express my gratitude. Not as glad as I am, believe me. It seems I'll need to...
For the love of Stendar. You'll see. When they plunder our town.
Wait. I thought the night was dangerous. Now it's... I'm all confused.
I hate to say it. I told you so. You should have listened to me.
I don't care if the constable was brainwashed by some cult.
So you're all in league with her.
Suspicious
I
about
should
that
have known.
woman.
I wouldn't say it too loud if I were you.
Not so fine, are you
There's
now?
another set of stocks right there next to the constable.
Soon as you start talking sense, I'll let you out of there, honey. My poor, poor Pascal. I thought he was acting like a churlish teenager, but it turns out he was just under the influence.
Give him to the slavers!
Finally, now they can get all the cargo unloaded off that ship. I've been waiting for a shipment for weeks.
When I'm free, there will be an accounting.
Not so fine.
Thank you for setting matters straight. My men are having their wounds treated even now. We'll be back on high seas soon, where we belong.
I hate to say it, but I told you so. You should have listened to me.
I don't care if the constable was brainwashed.
You're my
by some
friends.
cult.
Are you going to allow
I still
this?
say there's something
Take him to the
suspicious about
warehouse.
that woman.
Give him
I
to the
wouldn't say it
slavers.
too loud if I were you. There's another set of stocks right there next to the constable.
I'm right, you know. You'll see. When they plunder our town. This is bad. This is all bad. What's happening to us?
Wait. I thought the night was dangerous. Now it's... I'm all confused.
I hate to say it, but I told you
When
so.
I'm free, there will
You
be
should
an
listen to me.
accounting.
I don't care if the constable was
Serves you right for
brainwashed by
accusing
some
innocent
cult.
people.
I still say there's something suspicious about that woman.
I wouldn't say it too loud if I were you. There's another set of stocks right there next to the constable.
This is outrageous. I am your constable.
This is bad. This is all bad. What's happening to us?
I understand. Why are you doing this? I'm your friend.
Take him to the warehouse. Give him to the slavers.
So you're all in league with her. I should have known.
Not so fine, are you now?
doing this? I'm your friend.
Wait, I thought the night was dangerous. Now it's... I'm all confused.
They've got no proof. Serves you right for accusing innocent people.
When I'm free, there will be an accounting.
Serves you right for accusing innocent people.
So you're all in league with her. I should have known.
Not so fine, are you now? Just hear my side of the story.
This is outrageous. I am your constable.
Wait, I thought the night was dangerous. Now it's... I'm all confused.
Mathon, Calixte, you're my friends. Are you going to allow this?
Take him to the warehouse. Give him to the slavers.
I'm right, you know. You'll see. They plunder our town. This is bad. This is all bad. What's happening to us?
Not so fine, are you now? They've got no proof.
Understand. Why are you doing this? I'm your friend. I'm right, you know. You'll see. When they plunder our town. So you're all in league with her. I should have known.
Serves you right for accusing innocent people.
I didn't do it, I tell you.
got it.
Wait, I thought the night was dangerous. Now it's... I'm all confused.
Still no sign of Mr. Noren? I told you, he's gone. Probably burned up in the fire. My heart goes out to the rest of the family. But I have to look out for myself. I'll have to find a new job.
Fire, scamps, William disappears, and now strangers on the property. The farmhands all gave up. Maybe I need to give up too. The farm's lost, and my sweet William. Sorry, hero. You're too late to save the day this time. Look around, the farm is in ashes. My daughter Gunnis and I stayed only to search for my husband, but at this point, I think we have to assume he was killed in the fire. If you want to waste your time, I won't argue, but we're packing up and leaving. My daughter Gunnis is over there sifting through the ashes. Would you mind telling her to come back to the house?
This doesn't make sense. There has to be something, anything, some sign of what happened to my father. Can you help me? Can you help me sift through these ashes? How could she say that? How could she leave without him? She can give up if she wants to, but I won't. Not until I know for sure. I still haven't searched everywhere. Will you help me? I don't just believe, I know. My mother is just not thinking clearly. We haven't even checked all the buildings. I've actually been putting off the northern barn. It creeps me out. I'll go talk some sense into my mother, but could you check it? Mother? Is that you? Oh, you came back. You have to help me. Some creepy guy was here. and then my mother tied me up, locked the door, and they left. Can you get me out? I think she wrapped it up in a piece of bacon and fed it to one of those scamps. That's what it sounded like, at least.
What the hell?
Mother? Is that you?
Why would she wrap it up and feed it to a scamp? That's crazy. Plan for your... Need to find a scamp. Really plan for you. Plan for your... scamps. Don't need any of that other junk.
Thank the 8 you came back. Do you know what's going on? Some creepy man named Sensuous was here, and then my mother tied me up and left. No, she just said it was for my own good. Then something about a dream and my dad. I don't understand. Who was that man, and why did my mother tie me up? A cult? What cult? You don't mean... Oh no, my dad. She said something about him and a sacrifice he had to make. The man said they were going up the hill to the west. Please, you have to go after them. Yes, please. And then go find my dad. I'll meet you outside.
Okay.
Where's Gunny's? I have to find her.
Over the years, I've recruited dozens to the rank of supernatural dreamers, but none of my recruits have made me nearly so proud as you have. The experiments of Quillen Village appears to have met with significant success. Your work there has inspired us all, and indeed caught the attention of our divine mistress, Persima. Has sent some of the most potent minions to help spread your influence before a powerful dagger known as omens are working behind the scenes, placing power across the kingdom to mimic your achievements. With their aid, we will ensure the Daggerfall Covenant is plunged into nightmares, from hence it will be returned. The task with which you have now been charged is unchanged, but no less critical. We will need hordes of scamps, Clanfair, Jamora to plague these lands and perpetrate the walking nightmare our mistress has envisioned. Make efforts to recruit local citizens to our cause. If you will not join us, they may be used as vessels or blood sacrifice to aid in the summoning of Daedra. In Burmese dark name, Night caller shit right now.
You are an unnaturally incredible hero among heroes. You saved my dad. I feel like I should be sad because of my mother, but I just can't help it. I'm so happy. Thanks to you. It's hard to look around here and feel safe, but I do. Especially since you're here. When we rebuild the farm, I think I'll build a statue in your honor and put it right over there.
If you're willing, I might ask for one other favor. To think I shared a bed with that woman and she nearly killed me. I suppose she may have been under the influence of that crazy cultist, sensuous.
I guess you were married, then, weren't you?
That reminds me. I hate to ask anything else of you, but I think there may still be some danger. Well, the scamp's running around here for one thing. But I have reason to believe there could be worse things coming if we don't act fast. That crazy sensualist was telling Rosalie about these portals he had opened up around the farm. My thoughts exactly, and I'd like to go out and do it myself. I wouldn't want Gunnies to lose both her parents. I think it might be smarter if you go, if you're willing, that is.
Maybe Rick. LOL. That's funny. Can you hear me? That's the way it come out on my phone. Okay, you can hear me. Okay. Ooh,
Were those Daedra death screams I heard? Music to my ears. And you destroyed those damnable portals too. I think now we'll be safe. It's hard to believe that someone I don't even know would go so far out of their way to help us. There's hope now, at least. Thank you. I guess the next thing is start making plans to rebuild. Times like these, I wish we had more children. A larger family, you know? I guess there's always the future. My neighbor? Are you saying what I think you're saying? I mean, Ingrid's nice, but she's... Well, I always did think she was rather pretty, and she is a widow. I think maybe I'll just have to pay her a visit. Thanks for the suggestion.
Matchmaker, matchmaker, make me a match. Find me a find. Touch me in places. Somebody went on a clan fear killing spree. I always told you I was hot.
herd of dreamers. Taste the flames of oblivion. Go, Marines. Flash and red. Why won't you die?
Is that what you got?
What happened? I have to get to Coglan Village. Meet me there.
Okay. I think I gotta walk all the way the fuck around there.
What a relief. I heard that the Lion Guard has taken back Camlorn.
Gods, they killed them all. Those Daedric filth killed my entire patrol. And they dragged me off and threw me into a nightmare. Vermina. They kept saying Vermina. High King Emmerich needs to know about this cult. With their nightmare magic, these Daedric madmen could plunge Stormhaven into chaos. But you, as soon as I recover, I'm going to Wayrest. I have to warn the king about these people. These supernal dreamers. I don't know, but it can't be good. They're up there calling on Vermina, the Daedric Prince of Nightmares, putting me to sleep and talking about summoning something. If it's what I saw in my dreams, it's something terrible. Without a doubt. I even heard King Emmerich's name. We need to warn him. We need to warn everyone. I told the village constable, but he's more worried about these slavers. He doesn't understand. These people worship Vermina. No more than most men. She's the Daedric Prince of Nightmares and Evil Dreams. She's horrible, but some people actually worship her.
When I'm free, there will be an accounting.
Take him to the warehouse.
They both are. Actually, all three of them.
never been better.
This is bad. This is all bad. What's happening to us?
Close to that one, so we'll go to that. Something else coming down here for. Yeah, that's the tower. Those under the Senate Tower will have the boon that increases max stamina. I don't need that. Might be bad when I was working on my thieves guild, but not now. Can't hurt me in the water, you dumbass. You can try all day. Huh? I wouldn't worry about it. I wouldn't worry about it anyway. Can you hear me still? Hello. Hey, I need you to make a phone call for me, if you can. Tell me when you're ready for the number. It's a 1877 number. It's my card. I want to see how much is on it. It's 1877-237-4321. And get a piece of paper ready and I'll give you the card number. One 877-237-4321. How much you have on it? Let me see it. I want to check mine. Never mind, I'll just call here.
Want to know how much you're getting paid? Enter the card number.
Never mind. I got it. It's not much. I use my aunt's phone. I got 56 cents. I'm rich.
Set it ablaze!
Kill a few more slavers for me, friend. Thank you.
It was Majad Ka. He saw me trying to escape. I thought he had me, but then Elvira stepped in. That girl's got sand, but she's no match for Majad Ka. He dragged her off toward the beach. You have to help. He got me, but it's not bad. Just need to get my bearings and I'll be fine. Go after Elvira. I couldn't live with myself if that monster Majad Ka killed her.
And I said this would be fun. Let's get out of here, come on. That almost wasn't as fun as I expected it to be. Regardless, I owe you one.
You have been to Cold Harbor. I see its mark upon you. You must be able to hear me. Yes, you. Like me, you have been defiled by the Lord of Brutality. I've been screaming for so long. You must destroy us, Empty One. I do not want to be his eyes any longer. The Lord of Cold Harbor, Molag Bal. The necromancers plan to place us where they can spy on his enemies. Even now, he looks upon you through me. Gather the cursed skulls. Cast us upon the charnel heap in the tower. End our torment. It's good to be free at last. Thank you, empty one. I am free of Molag Bal's curse, and will pass on to whatever fate awaits me. Dark anchors may yet fall, but Stormhaven will remain a blind spot for the father of vampires, at least for a while longer.
Yeah, shit.
It's good. I am free.
I've never known fear like this.
That's it. One drink, put me out. Yeah, I know, I walked away. Ouch.
You have entered my son's dream. Some uncorrupted part of him has sent me to tell you what you need to know. Yes, but the dream is Hosni's. Somewhere in this dream is the omen of blood, the demon from Quagmire that drives him to madness. You must find the omen and slay it. That which lives in dreams can be slain in dreams. If you kill Vermina's omen in Hosni's dream, it will be ejected from our world forever. And my...
Sister Sophia was never worthy of you.
At one time, there was a spark between Sophia and I, but she doesn't hold a candle to you.
Sister Sophia was never worthy of you.
At one time, there was a spark. There is another one. You can't compare to her. It's over.
Out there was somebody in there. Last time I did that, I died. Huh.
Lady Edema. She was the omen of... There is another woman. You can't compare to her.
Sister Sophia was never worthy of you.
At one time, there was a spark between Sophia and I, but... There is another woman. You can't compare to her. It's over.
Portals in here. Good.
I watched from a dream as a nightmarish reflection. You have more.
Return the dream shard.
It's you. As I had foreseen, it is gratifying. You should have the honor of returning the Dream Shard to its place on Azura's statue. Please see that it is properly returned.
Thank you, mortal. I had my doubts, but it seems the Abbot's faith in you was well placed. I will watch you more closely from now on.
You have triumphed. The threat of Hosnia Torah's Midnight Union is quelled. Not yet, but you've brought us a great victory. Vermina's immediate threat has been foiled. And now, we'd like you to have this. The other Wardens and I infused our power into a mighty weapon to aid you in your fight.
Ah, shit, my inventory's full.
Not yet. But returning the... Yes. Menevia is secure. I'm glad you're in this with me.
Keep moving.
Welcome back to Wayrest. It's good to see you again. Do you have any news? To be honest, this whole matter with the Dream Shard has robbed me of a few nights' sleep. I'll be a royal grump if we can't get this matter resolved soon. Well, there we go then. That wasn't quite so bad as Abbot Durock made it sound. I'm sure he had his reasons, though. What about the Daedra, the omen that was behind all this? I trust it's dead or gone? In Garvadon? Why couldn't it be in Morrowind or somewhere else across the continent? Gods! We already have enough trouble in Garvadon. General Gardron says the Iron Hand ogres are far from being fully defeated. Well, that's good, at least. You two are the experts, though I suppose that's a dubious honor. If there is an omen in Garvadon, I'm guessing it's similarly disguised? Gardron didn't report anything suspicious, but maybe it's worth asking Captain Ernell. Yes, Ernell was fighting with Gardron, but he's just been reassigned to shore up our defenses here in Wayrest. It may be a wild guar chase, but it's worth asking Ernell if he saw any signs of Daedric influence in Garvadon.
You heard about the daggers? They killed an entire flock of harpies with their bare hands.
I recognize you from the stories. You're the one who helped save Count Atura, aren't you? He's an old friend. I'm glad to make your acquaintance. Don't mind the guillotine. It's just for show. Well, you know as well as anyone else, these supernal dreamers have been trying to recruit people all over Stormhaven. We're hoping this will serve as a deterrent. If we catch a cultist, we'll execute him. Nothing more than that. Sure enough, I was acting liaison to General Gardron out at Shinji Scarp, but he's worried that the ogres might break through and attack Wayrest. Gardron suggested to the king that I be assigned to organize defenses here, so here I am. Not that I know of. General Gardron's been losing sleep, worried about the ogres, but other than that, everyone's been sleeping just fine. Or at least as well as you can expect for a war camp. General Gardron is acting a little strange. It's not my place to question the general. But he does seem to be blowing the ogre threat out of proportion. That's just my 2 coppers, though. Good luck if you're headed out to Garvadon.
Wait, I need to sell some shit first. I'm in town.
I've little time to talk.
If your pockets are getting too...
First, let me check, make sure I got the highest shit I can have on. Ooh, wow. Put that on.
If your pockets are getting too...
Dual weapons.
Look at you! I can tell by the look of you you're traveling around, meeting people, seeing new places. That's the life I'm going back to. This plantation is doomed and my days here are done. It's just been bad luck and lately, pure madness. Last week the Iron Hand ogres attacked. They broke the levee, pillaged the place. The orcs drove them back, but that was just the beginning. Now bandits are looting That's the thing. It was my adventuring band that founded this plantation. The mage Drodara put up the gold, but we all decided to retire here. Bad idea. I just want to leave now, but the bandits are holding my companions. They need help. What a relief. I wouldn't have been comfortable just abandoning my companions, but if you're going to help them, that frees me up. And let me tell you, it feels good. I'm just not the settling down type. Nah, they might want to stay, but I just can't deal with all that. We made a good go of it here, but I need to move on now. Spend some time alone. It's a shame, because we made quite the team back in our younger days. There's me, Jan, the thief. Then there's Drodara, our magic user, the brains of the team. The brawn came from our fighter, Narstig, and then there was our cleric, Murkwatcher. She's really a shaman, but we called her cleric back then. I guess our team does sound a bit quaint these days, doesn't it? Drodara first suggested we retire about 20 years ago, but it was 10 years later before we actually settled down here. Technically, yes. He originally put up all the gold to build the place out and hire the workers. Drodara gave the rest of us a 20% share each. It's all pretty much worthless now. Well, they either drowned when the ogres broke the levees, or they fled, or the bandits have probably killed them now. I didn't see anyone left when I was sneaking away, except my companions, and the bandits have them tied up. The Iron Hand ogres were making a drive to attack Wayrest. We fell in their path. They ate all our livestock and broke the levees. Then General Godron and his orcs drove the ogres back, but these looting bandits came in right after. They're just a ragged group of looters and scavengers as far as I can tell, though I guess they're a little more organized than I would have expected. Drodara or one of my other companions may know more.
Well, thank you for freeing me, friend.
Thanks to you, young one. I will find my own escape now.
places. Crib. Huh.
This one thanks you, stranger. Please, come to meet in the storehouse.
easy. Ah, she has shared those feelings many times over the years. After the events of the last few days, Drodara thinks she might be right. Perhaps retirement is just a bad idea. Of course, Jan will always be a good friend. Still has wildness in her blood, though. Drodara understands that she needs to roam some. Perhaps she will join us when her legs grow weary. Drodara is old, and working a farm is hard, especially if starting over. Like Jan, Drodara also misses life of adventure. If you can convince Narstig and Murkwatcher to leave, this is what Drodara would prefer. Yes, this one was a member of the Mages Guild in good standing for many years. Was tired of casting spells, though. Drodara wanted to settle down and rest. But maybe that just wasn't the fate Riddlethar has seen for him. Of course, Jan will always be a good friend. Still has wildness in her blood, though. Drodara understands.
Ah, the young adventurer again. You remind me of the old days. So many stories I could tell. But he does? Imagine that. I was trying to think of how to convince him. That settles it then. If we're hitting the road, though, I'll need my old gear. Recovering it will be easier said than done. There is. If I had my armor, my helm, and my axe, I'd do it myself. But that's the thing. When we retired here, I buried all my adventuring gear out by the... More I think about it, more I wonder why we stayed here this long. A true Nord dies with his axe in hand, not a pitchfork. Besides, this is more swamp now than farm. I spent years building that levee. Damn ogres! I suppose they were thinking just to leave destruction in their wake. Even if they had sacked Wayrest, it's not like they planned to settle in these parts.
Yeah, I can skip through it, but...
Lord of domination and brutality, we sacrifice this innocent in your name.
Through the power of innocent blood, bring forth your anchor and let two worlds become one.
We submit to your will and call forth the chains of Cold Harbor.
Now there's a sight for some sore old eyes. Oh, I missed this. Probably doesn't. Murkwatcher has aged much in these last few years. She often seems confused about where she is.
I call it.
She can be incredibly stubborn, too. Perhaps...
Many drowned when the levees were broken. Others were eaten by the crocodiles. It's not the beasts' fault, though. It is their nature to hunt. Their spirits sing a song my heart hears. It is the song of the crocodile. They sing of nature's cycles. Every new life has its song, taken from an old one that is no more. Properly embodied, the life of a creature often requires its death. The song of the crocodile is loud and powerful. I know its melody. I know. It is natural for them to now return to a life of adventure, but not so for me. I must follow another path. All my life, I have harbored a secret. It drove me to leave home and seek adventure, but now I must face my inner truth. That I am not an Argonian. I am a crocodile. This lifetime, I have borrowed the form of another, but my true form is calling me home. I must return to the river. No, I am not. I never have. My entire life, I have felt like a crocodile out of water. Literally. I am old now, and this body is dying. If I become a crocodile, I can start anew. There is a way. An incantation. The crocodile song. I was never taught it, but I have known it my whole life. One song must end for another to begin. There is an old crocodile here, Ripple Strike. With his heart, I can sing. Thank you. The river has truly guided you here for this purpose. Take this charm, place it near Ripple Strike's nest. He will not be able to resist. Here then, join me in when I become though my mind may not.
Item not ready yet. Oh, I must have put it in the water.
Why?
Narstig told me what you have done for Murkwatcher. Though this seemed dangerously unnatural to Drodara, there is no point in questioning it now. Though Drodara is sad to see Murkwatcher leave us, he is happy to know this evil man is dead. Perhaps someday this plantation may flourish again. Not by Drodara's hand, though. Narstig and I are leaving. Goodbye.
Question my orders. Just tell the commander.
It's good you're here. The General? The General? If the Omen were to get a hold of him, that would be very bad.
You're just in time. I need every able-bodied man and woman. You're carrying a weapon, so I assume you're able. You like to fight ogres? It does, and by Moloch we need you. The Iron Hand ogres have stopped us cold out there, and I can't afford to lose any more soldiers. Will you join my clan? Murtaugh, we've been trying to break through the ogre lines for days. Sergeant Ulfin is leading the charge. If you can help him take the tower up on the rocks, we can establish a forward command post. Then we're in striking distance. I brought my army here as a favor to King Emmerich, but Murtaugh clan has other battles to fight. We need to finish the Iron Hand ogres and finish them fast. May your kills be quick and many, soldier. The Iron Hands come from our side of the mountains, from Hrothgar. They've plagued our efforts to rebuild Orsinium for years. Murtaugh clan has fought them more times than I can count. That's why King Emmerich asked us to come to Gavadon's aid. Both. I fought at Emmerich's side in Rancer's War. We helped drive the Reachmen from Stormhaven, and in exchange, Emmerich returned Orsinium to Orc hands. That conflict was of mutual benefit. This one isn't. Because it was Bretons who destroyed Orsinium, and now Murtaugh clan must come to their rescue? Maybe. Emmerich's my friend, and he's High King of the Daggerfall Covenant. But we won't forget Orsinium. Wait until next time. That's what we say. Our chieftain is in Hrothgar, but I am proud to say I lead Murtaugh clan in battle. Centuries ago, Murtaugh clan was one of the strongest clans in Orsinium. We were nearly destroyed along with the city, but we are resilient. Some of us do, some don't. It will be decades before Orsinium regains its former glory. Many see the city as a reminder of past defeats. Nonetheless, Murtaugh clan works to rebuild it, and to defend it from the Iron Hand ogres. The Iron Hands come from our side of the mountains, from Hrothgar. They've plagued our efforts to rebuild Orsinium for years. Murtaugh clan has fought them more times than I can count. That's why King Emmerich asked us to come to Gavadon's aid.
strength. Steel and stone, welcome to the Scarp. We could use your help on the battlefield. Join us in the fight for glory? Good, very good. Maybe along the way you could help me make my family proud. I want to come back from battle with something to remember it by. Something I can hang on the wall and tell... A necklace. A necklace made of ogre teeth with big, wide bands, packed with more teeth than you can count. I've got 2 sacks of them here at the camp, but I need more. The more the better. Help me, and I'll help you.
ogres? Holy shit.
Well, that didn't work. Time to come up with a new plan. What went wrong? I'll tell you what went wrong. I was trained to fight ogres, not rocks. We can't even get to the ogres. It's those damn boulders they're throwing. Every time we try to charge across, another one of my soldiers gets smushed. Did he? You can't fly, can you? Sure would make it easier. Failing that, if you're willing to make a run for it, I'll cheer you on. From back here. One tip. Don't run in a straight line. Zigzag. Hide behind the rocks and you just might make it. If you can make the ridge, I bet 50 gold those ogres fall back. Take my war horn. If you get across, climb the tower and blow the horn. That will signal us to move up and establish a forward command post.
Oh, this will be fun.
Ogres are running! We can move up! Sound the horn!
I will as soon as I get up here. Big climb the tower. I don't see it still.
Sergeant Olfin's impressed. Says you've got guts and you're fast on your feet. Assuming you can fight, I think we found the hero to finish these ogres off. Ha! There won't be an attack. I don't have the soldiers to spare. The ogre's leader is called Skull Crusher. He's big, he's mean, and he's nasty, but you can take him. I would send soldiers to help you, but another battle is brewing, and they have to prepare. It's a fight that's long overdue, but it's Clan Murtaugh's fight, not yours. Your fight is with the ogres. I need you to kill Skull Crusher and stop. The Iron Hands have been using a cavern to get through the mountains. I sent a mining team to collapse the cavern, but they never reported back. Find them and help them get it done. After that, we can clean.
fight the ogres.